Hello, if you're watching this video, this message will be for you. Take whatever resonates, if not, then don't. Divine source. That was a really bad shuffle. I'm sensing an outcast, an odd one out, someone who is just very, very special. I feel like whoever you are, you have always stood out in your own way. I feel like you have never felt like you belong in your social setting or your environment. I feel like there's this, I don't know, like, I feel like you have been swayed down a path that I feel like it never felt right or correct for you. But I feel like because you're so different and you're so unique in your own way, I feel like you have always really thought for yourself and not really have other people think for you or have other people hold your hand in your life. Like, I feel like you prefer to walk down a path alone rather than someone who just don't understand you. Like, I feel like this is just the perfect representation of like who you have been your whole entire life. Okay, not to say that you're the fool, but I feel like for other people you may look like the fool. And that makes you that sounds bad, but that's not what I mean. In a sense of when you hear the word fool, but when it comes to, I don't know, taking risk or dreaming big, I would say for the average person, you may look or seem like a fool. Which that is not the case. It is just that you're different, you're unique, you're special, and you don't see things the way as other people see things. Like, I feel like there's an average way of people seeing things is the exact same way, whereas I feel like you see things in a more abstract way. I don't know if the word abstract, in a more complex way. Not to say that you're more difficult, but I feel like you are not easy to understand as other people will have liked you to be. I feel like the average person like easy, and you're not easy in that sense. I don't know if that's making sense. But yeah, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like also there has been like someone who has been trying to figure you out in a way. You see how like she's like looking intensely at the cup. Like, I feel like you have had people or someone in your life who has tried to figure you out and they just can't. And I feel like with that comes with frustration. It comes with, I don't know, like resentment, frustration, or just like really giving up on you in a sense. And I feel like it's almost as if like you have to let go of what other people may feel when it comes to that guilt or that frustration or that anger or that whatever it may be. I feel like you have to be in your season of letting go. Like, I feel like this is the season where I feel like everything just kind of dies down for you in a way where like I feel like it's time to let go and let grow. I almost fell down. the Empress. Let go and let grow and see what happens. Okay, see what happens. And I feel like you will flourish into a more, see how she's looking? All dolled up, glamorous. Okay, like just, I feel like this is a season where you can't give it F anymore. Also, you are so valuable. I feel like your mentality is so valuable amongst your peers, amongst your family, amongst just people who you have known all your life. Like I said, I feel like you have been feeling like an outcast. And I feel like you have been feeling like that for a very long time. And like, I feel like even since early years, I feel like you have felt like an outcast and like don't belong. But I feel like I said, this is your season of letting go and letting grow. And that means letting yourself grow into who you want to be, who you actually choose to be, rather than actually staying where you are and having people telling you who you ought to be. Okay, because I feel like you know your own path, you know your own way. And I feel like I said, I feel like you are the type of person who have the mentality to actually achieve bigger and greater things than people, as opposed to what people have believed you could achieve. Not only is this a season of letting go for you, but also this is going to be your season of prosperity, where I feel like bigger and better things can now enter your life because of you entering into this new stage for yourself. Because like I said, once you actually start changing the neural pathways in your brain, then that is when I feel like things will start to align and start to really, I don't know, synchronize better for you. Because I feel like you have had just situations where I feel like you have had to, I don't know, like downplay yourself or like really like obscure like the most special parts about yourself, where I feel like I said, I've always felt like you've never fit in, or like you've always felt out of place. But I feel like now you are ready to let go and to let grow and to grow into yourself, where I feel like it has been held back for such a long time, and not even intentionally. I feel like you have been doing this more so to, I don't want to say fit in, but like to really blend in and to really stay out of the limelight, or to like really stay, I don't know, it's almost as if like you have like really hidden your colors from other people. It's almost as if like you have been like a chameleon, like hiding and behind the shadows, behind the trees, the leaves, whatever you want to call it. I feel like you have blended in so well to the point where I feel like it almost have made you like forget who you truly are, and like forget you're special and you're unique in your own way, and like you aren't like other people. And I feel like for a long time it has been difficult for you to accept that and to actually realize that yourself. But I feel like now you are in your season of letting go and letting grow. Okay, letting go and letting grow. But I also feel like with this, I feel like you're going to face challenges, or you're going to face some sort of struggle when it comes to your identity, because I feel like not only is this your season of letting go, but like when it comes to letting go, it's also like there's like a death in a sense. Like you have to really make, I don't know how to explain it. You have to really like find your way again. It's like starting all over for you. So I feel like because you have been taught to believe a certain belief about yourself and like what you can achieve, what you can't achieve, I feel like you really have to like figure out a way to reprogram yourself all over again. And I feel like this is where the challenge comes, but also it really just depends on how you see it. Is it only a challenge, or can it be something that you can overcome, like the many other things, obstacles you have overcome in your past? Okay, this is just another bump in the road that I feel like you can get over and you can really accomplish and overcome to actually get on the other side of that. Because it's been a long time coming when it comes to really accepting yourself and just accepting all your flaws and whatnot. But I also feel like there's like this safety net of like wanting to stay the same, just so you don't feel like an outcast, or you don't feel outed, or you don't feel like you can't belong. Because I feel like that is your fear when it comes to changing anything about yourself, or just a change in general. I feel like even your environment, like you are safe, you're so safe in that environment, but I feel like now it's time to actually grow out of it. Okay, it's kind of like a root in the ground. Like that root or that tree in the ground can't stay in one place for long. It has to, I don't know, like grow in other places. And with other places, you can have new discoveries. With new discoveries, it's new discoveries of yourself. And that is what makes life so special and so uniquely you. Okay, because it is up to you to discover those aspects of your life so that you can actually feel more fulfilling or fulfilled in your life, rather than being told what is fulfilling from other people. And 5 of Wands. I feel like, yeah, I feel like this is a perfect like picture of like looking at everyone else and being in your own skin, and also like just comparing the two. Like I feel like it has always been like that most of your life, when it comes to who you should be and who you ought to be, and like what path is the correct path for you. But I feel like you've always had this inkling, I don't know if inkling the right word. You've always had this, I don't know, like just special aura about yourself, where I feel like you aren't meant to live an ordinary life, okay? You're an odd person, you're probably bound to live an odd life, right? So I feel like why not just embrace it? Also entering a new season, but also a new season of prosperity as well. Okay, not only in your identity, but like in your life as well, because I feel like not only can you reach prosperity with like the realization of who you are, but also with other people. Okay, I feel like you're gonna find your own people, you're gonna find your own tribe, you're going to really stumble across someone who actually understands you, or just people in general. Like I feel like you're gonna enter a community where I feel like you belong, because I feel like you are now realizing your true self, and with that new realization, you're going to really draw in or attract more people who are like-minded and just, I don't know, like you. But also, like, you have to be careful, like, because where you place your energy, your intention, is where your energy goes. So I feel like some encounters have been draining for you because you're now entering the season, and that is, like I said, you're gonna face challenges when it comes to people in your life and your peers in your life. But I feel like that's just another bump in the road for you, and I feel like you are different. Okay, you're different, you're uniquely you, and I feel like people are going to try to convince you otherwise, but you really have to stay grounded. You really have to stay true to yourself, because that is the only thing that's going to keep you afloat, is staying true to yourself, and rather than thinking about or replaying episodes of what people have said about you or to you. Okay, because as long as you don't believe in those false words or those false people who have said false things about you, and because like I said, I'm saying false because it really just, I don't know how to explain it. You really have to because you are paying attention to whatever you focus on. Okay, because I know that I feel like you have been feeling exhausted from certain exchanges from certain people, or like just, I don't know, certain doubts, but I feel like you can't stay in it for too long because it will affect you, and you will feel exhausted and physically exhausted from these exchanges of this energy. I feel like I said, I feel like you are in your season of growth, you're in your season of prosperity, and I feel like something new and something greater is entering your life very, very soon. Okay, could be a person, could be a thing, could be a place, but just be prepared for that, because I feel like prosperity is all that I'm really feeling right now for you when it comes to this growth. Okay, this realization, because you are unique, you are special, you are just a badass. Okay, and I feel like the more you stay into that energy, the more I feel like other people around you is going to realize it too. Okay, so be like that root on the ground, the root of a tree. Okay, you have to spread out, grow your roots, and just discover new things in your life. And the more you discover new things and really allow it to enter your life, the more you are going to sprout out into many more places and many more opportunities and growth and love and prosperity. And I don't know, I feel like what I'm saying right now just doesn't make sense, but hopefully you get my drift. And that is all, my love. I hope you keep growing, and you will see that life is nothing but there's a tail in the tree. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna end this video, but keep growing, keep thriving, and I can't tell right now, that's it.